Szervusz, Mabel! Sok szeretettel köszöntelek újra Budapesten. Örülünk, hogy itt vagy. Abban a szerencsés helyzetben vagyok, hogy részt vettem az első magyarországi látogatásodon, amikor egy workshopot tartottál. Igen érdekes volt, és sokat tanultam belőle.
It's a pleasure to be here with you and in Budapest, and I'm glad you liked it.
Hogy indult a mai napod? Mit csináltál, mielőtt találkoztunk?
Rush to breakfast. Look at that. Oh my goodness, breakfast. Well, you know, it usually takes me like a week to adjust to the time change, and so I stay working, you know, in the computer very late, and then I cannot get up in the morning. So I was supposed to exercise today, but I didn't yet. Hopefully in the afternoon.
Úgy tudom, hogy rengeteget utazol. Van egy magyar jó barátod, aki az itteni tevékenységeidet szervezi, Klára, és ő mesélte, hogy szinte alig van időd, mert járod a világot. Hogy bírod?
Well, you know, when you do what you love, you don't call it work. And then you enjoy, and then time goes by, and then you look and say, oh my. But I think that's the most important, to do what you love. And then, again, you don't call it work, and you just do it.
Nem hagyhatom ki, hogy van egy gyönyörű gyűrű a kezeden, ami valószínűleg kapcsolódik a mai beszélgetésünk témájához. Így van ez?
Well, my organizer in Chile is a jeweler, a designer, a design jeweler. So she did a couple of things for me, you know, with the fleur-de-lis, that is my tool for peace. And then this one says the Ho'oponopono phrases.
Mielőtt találkoztam volna veled, részt vettem volna ezen a workshopon, előtte jelent meg Magyarországon Joe Vitale könyve a Ho'oponoponoról, amelyben leírja, hogy összesen 4 állítást kell csak felsorolnod, ez a sajnálom, kérlek bocsáss meg, köszönöm, szeretlek, ami teljesen megváltoztatja az életedet. Aztán jöttél te, és azt mondtad, hogy ebből elég csak 2 használnunk, és valóban az is tökéletesen működik. Mi ennek a titka? Mi ez a két állítás?
So, Ho'oponopono is about taking 100% responsibility and saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me for whatever is in me that created this. Joe Vitale's interpretation of Ho'oponopono was he kind of mix it together, and his inspiration said, it's just 4 words. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. But really, Ho'oponopono is about coming as a little child, you know, it's repentance, it's forgiveness, and it's about, again, 100% responsibility. What is it in me? And we have many ways of doing this, like keywords, you know, passwords. One is thank you, and one is I love you. And we just can repeat, we can combine them, we can mix them, we can say one or the other, but just thank you, customer, it's enough.
Mi a legrövidebb út, hogy eljussunk a belső gyermekhez? Hogyan ismerhetjük őt föl, hogy most már kapcsolatban vagyunk vele?
First of all, knowing that this part exists, because we don't have any clue that we have this. But this inner child is our subconscious mind, the data bank, you know, where it's all the memories are stored that we accumulated. It's our manifestor in our life. It's the one that runs our bodies, like that's the breathing without us thinking about it. It's our emotional part. So when we get upset or worry, it's actually our child. And when we say thank you, when we say I love you, it's automatic. It's like a new circuit that we use, that where the child or the subconscious mind connects us, yes, and makes that connection, so that Ho'oponopono is like a petition, so that mana or divine energy can come down and erase memories.
A belső gyermek, és az általán belső fecsegőnek nevezett, mások egónak mondják, nem ugyanaz. A kettő harmonizációja, fecsegőre arra gondolok, aki mindig csak azt mondja, hogy így nem jó, meg ezt csináld, meg mondd meg nekik, meg nem így kellett volna. Hogy lehet a két dolgot harmonizálni? Tehát a belső gyermeket és ezt az úgynevezett belső fecsegőt.
So what we call the ego, our mental, the conscious part in us, is the one that has the free choice. So it's always choosing. So once we convince the intellect that it's 100% responsible and is willing to try this of letting go and letting God, immediately it's like a order that gives the subconscious mind so that we can do this cleaning, that we can put this petition, yes, to the Creator, the universe, for to erase and to inspire us with the right decisions, with the right solutions.
Hogyan tudunk a legegyszerűbben ezekkel az energiákkal együtt élni és együtt dolgozni a mindennapokban?
I would say letting go and letting God. That's the easiest. We usually pay more attention to our stories, our opinions, judgments, our beliefs. We don't actually see. We see through some lenses that are tainted by memories, by opinions, by judgments. So the ideal would be to really observe life, be grateful, yes, for everything that presents to us, knowing that everything is an opportunity, and being able to engage less, to react less, because the problem is not the problem, it's how we react to the problem that is the problem.
Most, akik nézik esetleg ezt a műsort, és azt mondják, hogy oké, van ez a két szó, szeretlek és köszönöm, és éppen én benne vagyok egy adott konfliktusba, az társam, a férjem vagy a feleségem valami olyat tesz, ami engem idegesít, és elkezdünk ezen veszekedni. Akkor hogy tudom ezt a két szót ide bevarázsolni, vagy ezeket az energiákat, hogy oldódjon ez a konfliktus?
Keeping your mouth shut. Very hard. But because it's exactly the opposite, yes, of what we've been practicing. But the idea is not to react, not to take it personally, yes? So the idea is to realize that the other person is giving you a chance to erase, that the other person is not out there, but is just showing what is inside of you, your memories. So if you are present, you are more aware, more conscious, and you can think all of what I just said. And the idea with Ho'oponopono is, as I observe, and without engaging, I'm just repeating, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, I love you, because you don't need to feel it, you just need to say it. So giving permission to another part of you to inspire you with the right thing to say.
Egészen egyszerűnek tűnik ugye a módszer, a te tanításaid azért rávilágítanak még egy-két pontra, de azt mondják az emberek, hogy hát csak ennyi, és ettől megváltozik az életem?
Yeah, ridiculous, huh? But I used to be an accountant, a tax specialist, and I'm telling you, I audited, and it works. It's just simple, because whatever it is about letting go and letting God, it is simple, and you get results. The intellect will never understand it. Even when it sees the results and it sees it works, it won't believe, and it will keep fighting it. But life could be simple. We complicate it with our minds.
Rendkívül sikeres vagy, én mondhatom ezt, és bátran állíthatom. Ezzel a módszerrel 17 nyelvre fordították le a könyveidet, járod a világot, ahogy említettem már a legelején. Hogy indult el ez nálad? Hol találkoztál vele? Ki kezdett el téged tanítani erre a módszerre?
Okay, so first I want to tell you that I receive invitations, or they buy the copyrights of my books via email. Yes, so I always say my marketing department is up there. That's how life could work. So that's very important to know. So the universe will open the doors when you are ready. And when you are ready to change your life, when you are in the search, yes, the teacher appears. It says when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I did a lot of things when I woke up, as I call it. I did a lot of, I tried a lot of techniques. I took a lot of seminars. But there was a part of me that said there has to be an easier way. There has to be a faster way. I didn't believe that we had to suffer, or revive, or know why, So it came to me. Again, when you're ready, it comes. And I found what I call the easiest way.
A Ho'oponopono tanítás mellett neked van egy új tanításod, ezt már akkor belefoglaltad régebben is, ez a zero frequency. Miről szól? Mit kell elképzelnünk? Hogy tudja az életünket javítani, hogy belekerüljünk a zero frequency-be?
Okay, so zero frequency is like the application of Ho'oponopono in the real world. Yes, Ho'oponopono is kind of esoteric for some people, but zero frequency is my way of presenting Ho'oponopono in a practical way, giving the intellect, the experience, yes, that it is 100% responsible, kind of convincing the intellect that it's easier to let go, that yes, we have things to let go in order to attract what we want, to make room for more of what we want. So zero frequency is more practical, based on Ho'oponopono, giving the intellect some experiences, some information, because intellects want to know, mostly finding who we are and our passions. Because for me, a perfect world and a peaceful world will be when we believe in ourselves, we know who we are, and we go for our passion, we do what we love. Because then we all will have money, the resources we need, and we will not be thinking about bothering others, or creating problems for others.
Az élet milyen területén alkalmazható a zero frequency vagy a Ho'oponopono? Hol tudjuk a leginkább használni?
Well, it is about every day, every moment. Yes, again, for me, Ho'oponopono is like a philosophy, as a way of seeing life, perceiving life and problems in a completely different way. It is about, being more present and observe. Again, trusting that you can do what you love and make a living. Because we learn like to work for the money. Yes, we had to find a job, something that we didn't like. That's why we call it job, So the idea is, how can you? It really changes your life because it makes it more peaceful. It makes you a happier person.
Avassuk be a nézőket, hogy ezt hogy képzeljük el. Van egy problémám, mondjuk anyagi természetű ez a probléma, nincs megfelelő mennyiségű pénz, ami a rendelkezésemre állna. Magam elé képzeljem ezt a helyzetet, vagy én magam vagyok a helyzet, és kezdjem el csak mondani azt, hogy szeretlek, köszönöm, vagy valamit képzeljünk ehhez az egész dologhoz hozzá.
So you are not the problem. It's your memories that are the problem, yes? And you are not your memories. So what is it in me? I have to ask, what is it in me that I don't have money? What is it in me that is hard? And actually, I don't even need to ask that question. What is it in me? I don't need to know. But what I need is to know that there is something in me that is blocking it, that I am responsible. So I just say I love you to money. When I'm nervous, I don't know how I'm gonna pay the credit card when it comes, the statement or things like that. I just have to say thank you, I love you. I have to be present, because in the moment that I have to pay that, in the moment that I need the money will be there if I allow it. But if I worry for a month till I have to pay it, I'm blocking it. And money has to flow. Money it has life. God is in the money. So it's like always, I want to be in that flow, in that zero frequency, yes? That it takes me to the right place at the right time with the right people. So, and the money flows and the money will come when I need it.
A beszélgetésünk végén még egy nagyon fontos dolog. Mindig elmondod, hogy azzal kezdődik minden, hogy legyünk a jelenben. Aki nincs a jelenben, az hogy kezdje el?
So we are never in the present, you're right. So moment by moment, because as soon as one thought goes, the other one comes, yes? That's why this is a 24-hour job. All the time saying thank you, all the time saying I love you. Sometimes I'm avoiding from things to happen. And every time I say thank you, I come back to the present. It's just for a second, yes? It's not like, oh, I am at 0 for an hour. Yeah, no. So this is something that you incorporate in your life and becomes natural.
Köszönöm szépen, hogy a rendelkezésünkre álltál, és most egy olyan dolog következik, ami még nem volt, egy rövid tanításod.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Hello, everybody. We are here to talk about Ho'oponopono, a very ancient Hawaiian art of problem solving. Ho'oponopono tells us there is nobody out there. It is a little bit esoteric. I always tell people I talk about weird things, and I know they are weird. But they changed my life. I was a person that only believed in what I could see and what I could touch. And when I found out that there is a universe out there, that there is a more intelligent mind than mine, my life really changed and became easier. Because before I thought I had to be perfect. I had to know everything. And now I learn how to become a child again, because really we have to go back to being children again. So when I become a child again, and I'm allowing this more intelligent mind than mine to resolve my problems. So I found what I call the easiest way. The easiest way is for me Ho'oponopono, and it's about letting go and letting God. Giving permission to God to correct, giving permission to God to come into my life to inspire me with the right solution, with the right idea. But for that I have to be present, I have to be at 0. I have to let go of all the stories. So let me explain to you about Ho'oponopono from a scientific point of view. Yes, because your intellect says it cannot be as easy as letting go. No, I have to be in control. Well, now, when we say that we are in control, we are actually in control of our madness, you know, all the voices talking in our heads, the stories that we tell ourselves and that we buy. So from the scientific point of view, what is it that we do in Ho'oponopono? We stop the stories. We stop the voices that are always taking us to the past or to the future. When we worry, we are going to the future. So I don't know how many of you have heard of Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor. She wrote a book that is called My Stroke of Insight. And basically what she found out, because she's a brain specialist, but she had a stroke in the left side of her brain. And when the first thing that she noticed when this was happening to her, it was that the body is not what we think it is, but the body is a fluid. And she could see how the fluid of her body melted with absolutely everything else. So she could not tell anymore where her body started and when it finished. She also noticed that because of our left brain, we can be in this world, that we can talk, that we can eat, that we can walk, and all these functions. Yes? So she noticed that this is the part of us that also is making always stories. It's always making stories. Yes, so it sees something and it makes a story. So what we want is to be able to stop these stories. And as far as I know, Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor did not take Ho'oponopono, but she says that the way that she stops this part of her making the stories is by saying thank you, but no thank you, I'm not buying. See, we need to realize that we are always buying our own stories. We say the problem is not the problem, it's how we react to the problem that is the problem. So if we wouldn't react, we would be at peace. If we could really be present and observe without reacting, our problem will dissipate, will really go. But because we react, then the problem stays longer, they become harder, yes, and we are not at peace, we are not happy. So Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor, she says that she lets her left brain ventilates, tell stories only from 9 to 9:30 in the morning and 9 to 9:30 at night. The rest of the day is thank you, but no thank you, I'm not buying. So that's basically what we do with Ho'oponopono. The intellect cannot understand it. How come something so easy could work? But basically I'm stopping the stories. Now we do it all the time, not even, I don't let my intellect ventilates even from 9 to 9:30. The idea is, how could I be at zero all the time? How could I be at zero moment by moment? How could I observe when a problem comes without me engaging? And that's by simply saying thank you to that problem. Thank you, or I love you, yes, without even feeling it. Because have you noticed that when you delete in your computer, the computer deletes even if you are mad, even if you don't feel, even if you have a bad day? So what we do is we just press the delete key. That's Ho'oponopono. Instead of talking to the monitor, because that person, that difficult person in your life, that lack of money or a job or a relationship, is just a memory playing. Life is replay memories. And unless we erase them, we are going to keep attracting wars. We are going to keep attracting lack of money, lack of jobs, and things like that, because we are our worst obstacle in our own lives. So we don't know who we are lost, and the first thing that we need to remember is really who we are and where our power is, because we are creators. So how do we create? So first thing, we all come from the void. We are all family. We all have the same father. So we are here to really find out who we are. Every time I say thank you, I go back home. I go back to the void. Because in the void, this light, this perfect light that created me, that knows me better than anybody else, can show up. And that's what we call inspiration. I go back to zero, I go back to the void to find the right solution to my problems. Yes, I'm giving permission for the help to come. I need to remember that I'm not alone, I'm not separate. And that all my solutions, all the solutions to my problems are in the void and comes from the light. The solutions are not in this plane. Yes, Albert Einstein said, we cannot use the same part that created the problem to find the solution. So what I need, yes, is to let go and let God. I call it God, you can call it the universe, nature, a more intelligent mind than ours. So, first thing is, what am I doing? I'm going back to the void. Because when I think, I'm not in balance, I'm not in the void. I'm not at zero, so inspiration cannot come. When I am reacting, yes, coming from my emotions, my opinion, judgments, beliefs, I'm not at zero. I'm not in the void, inspiration cannot come. So why do I do Ho'oponopono? Why do I say thank you? That is a way of pressing that delete key instead of talking to the monitor, not nobody out there, is to erase whatever it is in me, that I can make room for inspiration, more inspiration. Those things that I cannot explain. Why do they came? Where do they came? I want to live more in the wow, how that happened, yes? Where everything is kind of managed for you. Where you know that you are protected, that you are guided. We are doing it the hard way because we don't know who we are and how we create. So I create through my thoughts. Yes, so again, if I'm engaging with my thoughts from the intellect, I'm alone. I'm not at zero. Inspiration cannot come. If I'm engaging with my emotions, I want to be right, I want to have the last word, again, I'm not in the void, I'm not at zero. The help cannot come. Why not finding the easier way? Why not finding out where our power is, our control is, yes? Because even if I'm not choosing, I'm thinking, I'm not choosing, I am allowing then my memories to keep choosing for me. So the idea is I want to let go, I want to choose to let go and give permission, yes, to my intellect to stop, yes, the stories, and allow inspiration to come to my life. So that's what we do in Ho'oponopono. We realize that why to give permission for these memories to keep repeating. Why not to choose to be happy? Why not to choose to be free, to be at peace? Yes? So basically what I do is I give the control now to a part of me that has all the solutions. And I need to realize that I am choosing 24 hours a day, that I am responsible. Many of you might have a problem with that 100% responsibility and nobody out there, but that sets us free. That's what gives us really the freedom, the peace, the happiness that we are all looking for. Because there is nobody out there doing anything to us. And moment by moment, I'm choosing, let go or not let go, to be or not to be. So we can choose now to be ourselves and to set ourselves free. By just saying thank you, by just saying I love you, stopping the stories, not buying our own stories anymore. Has nothing to do with what you think it has to. Like it's not your mother, it's not your father, everything is perfect. It's just coming back to you to give you one more chance, to give you the opportunity to set yourself free. We are here to make amends. Ho'oponopono means how to correct an error, how to make amends. Because everything we don't remember, but we are here to correct. And we are here, and it's a privilege to be here, it's an opportunity to be here, again, to set ourselves free. So I invite you to be more at peace, to join my World Peace Conference campaign and conference too, that is about peace begins with me. When I am at peace, the world will be at peace. Peace within is world peace. And we can make it. We can really make it. It really begins with us. Because when we are okay, everybody else is okay. Thank you.
No.